garlic being the theme of today's episode, I figured why don't we make something with garlic and chicken? Both are very common ingredients in almost every kitchen. So you don't have to go hunting for these things. Maybe you could make it now. So let's do that. 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. My pan is already warm. And I have used for this particular dish 1 tablespoon of butter. You can hear probably the sizzling. With garlic chicken, you can probably assume that and understand that it will have tons of garlic. So we are using about 2 pounds of cut up chicken, and I like to, if I don't have much time, then I'll just pick up breast pieces with ribs, and that bony pieces, cut it up in chunks. The bone in it gives it, helps it soak up the juice. So I recommend using the bony breast pieces, and I have also added 2 drumsticks to it because my children love drumsticks. Who doesn't? We'll start with crushed garlic. Actually, we will first saute the whole cloves. I have 1 cup of whole cloves, and 1/4 of that I have crushed, and 2/3 I have actually 3/4 I have here whole, and I will saute the garlic and flavor the oil, and I'll wait for the garlic to turn little bit pink so that it's cooked somewhat, and then I'll take it out. So I'm sure you can see, and when we talk about getting cloves of garlic and peeling it, oftentimes it seems that it is a lot of work. But if you have a big knife and a cutting board, you just put cloves, the bulb of garlic here on your cutting board, and put knife on top of it and smash it with your fist. The cloves come apart, and most of them, the peels also come apart, and you can just take them and put them all in the oil. Even if there are some peels in, that's okay. You will still get the good flavor, and even the peels are working towards adding the flavor. I'm going to take these cloves out, as you can see, some of it. This is for adding later when the chicken is cooking halfway done. Then we will add these garlics and save some to garnish as well. Now we'll add the 1/4 cup of crushed garlic. I like to use this metal pounder because I can put it in dishwasher and it'll just wash off the garlic smell. I do have the stone ones, and I like to save those for spices, well, other dry spices or something, aromatic spice. One teaspoon of crushed black pepper, and 2 pounds of chicken pieces. Smells so good. We keep looking for something comforting and satisfying in our meal, and our senses are so used to having the smell of garlic that I know that moment my family walks into the kitchen and they smell garlic, they'll say, something nice is cooking. and I'm sure you'll get that compliment too. All this garlic. Chicken and garlic are cooking together very well. I have the smell of garlic going through me so intensely, and it's appetizing. At this point goes in 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and I'll spice it a little bit. So 1 teaspoon, that was half a teaspoon measure, so it was 1 teaspoon of paprika. Looks wonderful. This gets sauteed this way for a few seconds more, and then as soon as it is coated all around with spices, I will place the lid on top, let the chicken cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, come back, add tomatoes. This looks so good. I'm looking forward to having this dish. The reason I asked you to use the breast pieces with a little bit of bone in it, that it helps to absorb juices. But if you prefer only boneless pieces, you can absolutely use only boneless pieces. In that case, I would recommend that keep the pieces very small so that they absorb juices. And also, if you want to keep bigger pieces, then throw in some just plain simple bones in, and you can take them out later before serving. 2 cups of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, just so that everything gets mixed in together with a little bit of sauce formation. Have you realized how we find something wet, something juicy, something liquidy, something saucy very comforting? And that's what this chicken is about, garlic chicken. Place the lid back, let it simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. Chicken would be cooked at that point. We will dish it after that. Chicken looks ready now, and the way to check the doneness is actually just running a dinner knife through any piece of the chicken here, and it is all cooked. Nothing is pink there. I'm going to dish it now and turn the stove off first. Wow. You know, one thing that I like about garlic is I can find it so easily everywhere. Something that adds so much flavor to our food, something that we generally have in our kitchen, helps us come out of our boundaries. When you're using garlic, particularly crushed garlic, make sure it doesn't get burnt, because burning makes the garlic taste bitter. And so if it does get burnt, discard it. Don't keep using it. Don't continue with the dish. So that was my last tip on garlic. This whole thing looks excellent. We will garnish it with the sauteed garlic that we had.